And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Great. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the ball,
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Throwing, Jones. He finds Robinson. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jones now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Hey, Sam off.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley, rolling to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
Now Jones. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Barkley, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Third and 2, now Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
70, Indy. Ready? Watch tight end. Hey, Haywood. You got three. Three down. Check. Look at me. Zipper. Check. 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit his safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Go!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kareem Martin showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards. And the Redskin first down.
Here we go. Set. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 5-15.
Now Haskins on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Howard Wilson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready?
Now Jones off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that one?
On the run, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Second down and goal. Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Rock it. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the pressure gets to him again. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. They can't hang with us. Now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
It's our time. It's our time.
Saquon Barkley running right. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Switch it. Hit it.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And the ball is knocked out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit.
2nd and 9 now. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is fielded at the 7. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check, I got you.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Haskins going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd and 12, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Jones operating from the gun. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Now it's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Washington, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.